So I've decided to have an official schedule of Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays might be a little bit late and it may be a Friday, but just know for sure every Tuesday and by Friday there will be a episode of this. So yeah, look forward to that. So the episode starts out with a bunch of villagers running from another one of these weird looking things, which I am still confused as what they were and are. I thought maybe they were like monster vampires, but now I know what vampires look like, so what the heck are these? So this girl's about ready to get murdered by that penguin monster thing when Mika shows up, and he's just looking really cool, just powerful, badass. I'm just really digging this side of him because before this, he was very carefree and just like, la-di-da, everything will be great. But here, this guy looks like he's seen stuff in the past 4 years, and he is ready to just take down anyone who is in his way. So after taking out this really cool looking sword, he just makes quick work of this penguin monster thing. Like, I'm talking 2 seconds, that dude is dead. Mika may look like an angel, he may look like a sweet little sugar dumpling, but he can kill you with just a snap of his fingers. You're dead. I am impressed. This Hot Topic Raggedy Andy vampire shows up and also stills my heart. I'm sure he's super evil, but there's just something about him that makes me want to adopt him and make him my son. Barrett and I could raise him together and we would be a happy vampire family. It's just a thought. Either way, he clearly thinks that humans are just there to be livestock and feed them, which, you know, I guess they kind of are at this point, aren't they? He does, however, join the group and they offer the humans protection as long as they donate blood, which, let's be real, is that really so bad? It's not like they're just mass killing these humans, you know? They're like, just donate some blood and we'll protect you. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with what the vampires are doing. They're just trying to survive in this post-apocalyptic world with penguin monsters attacking everywhere. I mean, is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so. We actually get to see a flashback of what happened that day 4 years ago when you had left. And we see that, you know, yeah, Farrah didn't die. He was just a little hurt. That's all. It was a mere flesh wound. We also get to officially meet that little girl that was leading those Vatican vampires at the start of the very first episode, who is a vampire, I guess. And I'm trying to think of how to say this delicately, okay? I don't know if this is a popular opinion or if I'm going to get hate for this, but the moment she opens her mouth, I cringed. There are just certain voices that I just can't stand for various reasons, be it because I met the voice actor or I just don't like that voice, period. Like, and her voice actress, it's like she only has 2 voices. And unfortunately, the voice she picked for this character is the most annoying, screechy, nails on a chalkboard, just terrible voice. I'm sorry if you're a fan of her. I'm so sorry, but I hate her voice. It's going to be a bit of a chore. Hopefully she's not a major character, honestly. Farrah and Princess Vampire have a verbal argument, which quickly escalates into a physical one, with Farrah conceding and being like, hey, you know, you're more powerful than me, you know, so I give in. I would never double cross you, but I feel, and this is just a feeling, but I feel like Farrah is the type that would double cross anyone. Like, I don't think he's on anyone's side but his own. You know, like a chaotic neutral. They also made a certain verbal exchange that kind of made me giddy. If there's one thing I like about a movie or an anime is when within the dialogue they mention the name of said movie or anime. And they were talking about Seraph of the End, and it's in very vague terms, but I guess some of the children were Seraphs of the End? More questions? Based on the context, I think you and Mika might be 2 of the Seraphs of the End. is what I think. I'm not certain, but I think they might be. Cruel? Trying to figure out how to pronounce her name. She asks Mika, do you want to be saved? Drink my blood and you shall become a vampire and you could live. And Mika's like, no, I don't want that. Pigtails doesn't think that consent is queen. She ends up making her mouth bleed and leans down and probably steals Micah's first kiss, let's be real, and forces him to drink the blood, which turns him into a vampire. And it looks very painful, but obviously, he made it through. But I really hope people don't ship this. Do people ship this? Because just from the get-go, from this moment here, it just doesn't seem like a healthy ship. Oh God, please tell me these two aren't canon in the series, by the way. Back in the human side of things, we find out that Gurren is actually the teacher of the students who are part of the demon moon hunting group, even though he's not really there enough to actually teach, which, I'm feeling like I'm on the same energy as this dude for real. Anyway, so he chose to be there that day, obviously, since you won, and you two will be joining them. You, bless his soul, informs the class that he's not here to make friends, he's here to kick vampire butt, and basically to stay out of his way, because he was going to be the top student, and he was going to get the most powerful weapon, and they better just stay away. Big bro Gurren quickly knocks that nonsense out of his head and is like, no, we told you, teamwork, friendship, that's what we're all about. We're like the My Little Pony of vampire hunting groups, okay? He ends up getting to a fight with this pig-haired spectacle guy who he had actually fought earlier in the hallway. These two are going to be rivals. I feel it. And it's going to be glorious. Shiho, of course, ends up talking to Gurren and is like, yo, what's up with this? I was told I was going to get this weapon. I want it. And you're giving him special treatment. And I bet you're going to give it to him. This is ridiculous. Gurren actually tells him, as you are right now, you will be consumed by the demon sword. It's concern. And we actually could see somewhat of his power. And oh, damn boy, Gurren is powerful. Like you could feel like this unnerving presence around him and the effect of everything just circling him. Don't want to mess with Gurren. You and Shiho end up being partnered for a test, but before they can actually take the test and see if they can even pass or get along to be able to pass, which doubt, this girl with probably the cutest hairstyle I have seen thus far in this anime, like beautiful, cute, I just love her look. She ends up announcing that Shiho's sister, who is in the hospital, is very sick and has taken a turn for the worst. But Shiho's like, just continue the test. I can see her after. I don't have time for this. I gotta pass. But Yu's like, no, you're not gonna abandon your sister like this. You're gonna go see your sister. Thankfully, Shiho's sister is just fine, is going to make it another day, all thanks to Chuck Huber as a doctor. And they end up having a little bonding moment outside, handcuffed still from the test, and just kind of relaxing and realizing, you know what, maybe they have some stuff in common, and maybe you can afford to have Shiho as a friend. A friend who's probably a rival still, but a friend nonetheless. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now Yu has two friends, you two and Shiho. Friendship or not, he will still beat Shiho up if need be to get the most powerful weapon. Because, revenge. We end with Mika walking in on this huge vampire council meeting. It's serious. My boy Ferret even gives his little vampire bro a wave like, hey, what's up? Glad you could join us for this war council. A war council where probably the sexiest purple-haired vampire is currently speaking. Hello. She is just my type. Unfortunately, she is interrupted by Kroll. How is her name pronounced? Seriously. She opens her mouth, and I have to hear that voice again. And she informs everyone that they are going to destroy the Japanese army who have been getting in their way for so long and teach those greedy humans a lesson. As people cheer, Mika silently promises that he is going to save his long-lost Prince Charming from those filthy humans who are brainwashing him or something. I don't know. Seriously, who is the villain and who is the good guy in this show? Because I cannot tell. They both seem to have promises and good sides and bad sides. I don't. I'm conflicted.